Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I hope this reading finds you happy and healthy and enjoying your journey to becoming more and more yourself. All right. Right off the bat, what an interesting reading. Boom! The overall energy of this reading is the devil. The devil. Capricorn energy. We are in Capricorn time right now. The devil card for me represents very draining energy, manipulative, codependency, dependency, obsession, addictions. It's a very draining type of energy. So let's dive in. All right. Why is the devil in the overall energy? What do we need to know about this energy? Hierophant. Taurus energy. So now we've got Capricorn and Taurus. Earth energy. Some type of traditional way of being, an established way of being that's draining, toxic. All right. Tell us more. The challenge to whoever's in this energy is the Page of Pentacles. This is my card for learning as you go, relearning, neuroplasticity, being able to reconnect the dots in a different way. Very teachable, willing to see things from a different perspective, from others' perspectives. That type of behavior and activity is a challenge to whoever's in this devil energy, Hierophant energy. Geez, the Hierophant often is established, traditional, maybe religion, perspectives. This person is like the priest, blessing the officiants here, teaching them the wisdom. This person is positioning themselves as somehow understanding some type of divine knowledge and passes on what they know to others, but that it's connected to the devil energy, and that both of these energies have difficulty seeing anything other than like a very narrow viewpoint. Learning new growth. Okay. So I get the energy. Why is it in this reading? Why are we seeing this? What is it that we're meant to know about this energy? Five of Swords in reverse. They're getting like they're losing a fight. They can't fight. They can't bully anymore. They can't win at any cost. I get the feeling that this devil and Hierophant energy has been kind of one, and they can't see anything else from another perspective. They're just there's full cup. You can't teach to someone who's a full cup, because anytime you add something, it just spills out, right? And it feels like this just very closed loop system, belief systems. It's already set. There's no room for any other perspectives. There's no room for anyone else's Boy, this feels like a very rigid, controlled, oppressive system. Not, it's wild as I'm tuning into this energy. It feels like it's a collective. I don't feel like I'm tuning into a person, at least not right now. It feels like a collective of people who are just really stuck in a very draining, toxic, oppressive system that's very rigid. It's already there. You have to fit into this system. The system doesn't grow, it doesn't evolve, you have to, there's like, you must fit into this belief system. But it feels like it's losing, this system is being put in their place, is what I'm hearing. They don't have it. This energy doesn't have teeth anymore. Can't fight. Why can't they fight? Wheel of Fortune. There's a shift in the fortunes, in the energies. Who's in this Wheel of Fortune? Ace of Wands, Sun reversed. This feels like a lack of clarity, a lack of happiness. Sun in reverse. There's a spark in the darkness. There's some spark, creative spark in the confusion, purposeful confusion. Something's shifting. That's what I'm seeing. Something is shifting, and this devil Hierophant energy I'm getting like a swiping the leg Cobra Kai. This is like Cobra Kai. So the reference is from Karate Kid. The first Karate Kid. I've seen both. I love them both. But what I'm getting is this is very Cobra Kai type of action. Closed system, we have belief systems. You either fit in or you suck and you're other, and we can bully you and manipulate. Just real entitled to do whatever they want because of the belief systems. But it feels like something is shifting. And this Cobra Kai, this toxic system is losing its ability to bully. There's some shift, some spark in the darkness that's going to change. There's something, it feels like the bullying is like a bridge too far, and it feels like there's these collective sparks waking up in the darkness to take control. That's what I'm getting. Very interesting. It doesn't feel like a personal reading. This feels like I'm tuning into the world energies, collective. All right. Hidden Blessings is the King of Wands. Look at that imagery. Just love these cards. Okay. All right, why is the King of Wands? Now we've got another king. King of Pentacles reversed, Justice reversed, Six of Wands. King of Pentacles reversed is my card for somebody who's all about appearances. Someone who's not stable. They're horrible at finances, but they say they're great at finances. This King of Pentacles is someone who does not know how to create King of Pentacles energy, stability, abundance. They want the appearance. They want everyone to perceive them as the King of Pentacles, but they have no ability to really fill the King of Pentacles' shoes. They just want to be perceived as that. Very concerned with optics. Justice reverse. So whoever, this King of Pentacles reverse feels very connected to this energy I've been tuning into. Creating injustices and then celebrating it. Proud of the injustices that they create. Then why is the King of Wands here? This is a hidden blessing. Taking action. Another king. King of Cups with their back turned. Now the Hanged Man. Now the Devil reversed. Knight of Swords reversed. It's a lot of king action. And three kings and one in the hidden blessings. There's an emotional maturity. It feels like the King of Wands and the King of Cups, emotionally mature, very courageous, masculine energy. Doesn't have to be men, but masculine energy. Are figuring out how to get out of this devil energy. Feels like there's a rush with that Knight of Swords in reverse. Why is the Knight of Swords in reverse here? Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Emperor, Temperance, Two of Pentacles, and Three of Cups. This is so masculine. A lot of masculine energy in the hidden blessings. This feels like a lot of men, masculine energies, restoring balance. To end this, I hear tyranny, end this devil energy. And it seems like this is working. It looks like this is successful. It feels like there needed to be a collective Wheel of Fortune, Sun reversed, Ace of Wands, like a spark. That this spark igniting through it's like it's a lot of sparks, a lot of people being lit up around this devil Hierophant energy. And it looks like all this masculine energy is doing something about it. All right, moving on. What we're leaving behind is the Knight of Cups, delusion, fantasy. So you don't know what's in that cup, if it's real or if it's not. And it feels like we're leaving behind a lot of fantasy. What's not real, what's make-believe, what's, delusion. Ooh, Nine of Wands in reverse. Leaving behind being vulnerable, leaving behind delusion, leaving behind repeating cycles. World card in reverse. Oh, this definitely feels like I'm looking at Earth. The collective, human collective. There's something about not having a worldview. That we're leaving behind. We're in a world, we're all on the same planet. We all are cut from the same cloth. It feels like what we're leaving behind is this separation in the world. Very interesting. All right. How to get the most of this energy is the Queen of Cups. Emotional maturity, inner. Oh, well, this is interesting. How to get the most of this energy is within your own heart. Okay. I'm seeing when you heal the fight division within, then your world has to reflect that shift. The more divided you are, black and white, right or wrong, then the more you will see that in your reality. And the more compassionate, graceful, understanding, caring of the entire thing, the more you will then see of that reflection. Anything else the viewer needs to know? All right. 10 of Cups, 8 of Wands, 10 of Wands, Aces, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. These all came out as a challenge to the Queen of Cups. There's a lot of emotions. A lot of feelings about what I'm talking about. And a lot of action taken on feelings. Okay. Feels like this is an end of an emotional cycle. There's something here about choosing to be happy despite what's going on. Not spiritual bypassing. I don't see any of it. But being able to see and feel it all, accept it, and still choosing to be happy. Feels like, so you're not choosing and picking and choosing what you perceive. So we're not in the overall energy and rigid thinking. What I'm seeing is an ability to have in your heart space, havingness, being able to have a lot, experience a lot. Good, bad, ugly, unwanted. And there's something about a shift. 8 of Wands. It feels like a lot of people coming online and all deciding collectively to make a shift, to take action. It feels like boy, 2 10s. It's an end of a cycle for sure. And then right away, this new beginning energy comes in. A lot of clarity, a lot of truth, a lot of insight. And also with this ace, oftentimes the Ace of Swords, there's this huge mountain peaks, and it feels like what is being cleared, what is the shift that's occurring is happening so there can be more ease. It feels like the ease happens because you're in reality, truth, it's clarity. So it becomes easier. And then there's loving energy, care. Feels like a new time, a new period, a new age. Jeez. Didn't think I was going to do that kind of reading today. All right. What's supporting you is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Feels like what's supporting you is that you're not investing in this old aspect and the devil Hierophant energy. You're not trying to cultivate in that environment. Let's see. Why is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse? Ace of Pentacles reverse, Four of Wands. Yeah, it feels like you are not interested in the path Let me clarify. Why is the Four of Wands here? Bring it home. Make it so obvious for this reader. Okay. What I'm perceiving here in what's supporting you is that you have, it feels like you have maybe for a while or not been a part of this devil energy, Hierophant energy, that you haven't invested in that manipulation, bullying, even though it feels like that at first it feels like the people in that energy are celebrating, focused. Oh, of course there is. There's a financial component. There's this hungry, greedy energy here. But it doesn't matter how much money, how much resources, there's this incredible instability. King of Pentacles in reverse, now Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This energy in the overall of the reading, it doesn't matter what resources, they don't know how to cultivate and grow. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much money they take, create, generate. They don't know how to generate. Take that out. It's take. And it doesn't, it never, it's like hungry ghosts. Like Pirates of the Caribbean, when the ghosts in that movie, they can't eat. They could eat, but it doesn't nourish them. It doesn't satiate. It doesn't go anywhere. And this energy, it feels so hungry and like needing of finances, money. It feels like these people could use a therapy, nurturing care. It feels like they are void of divine feminine energy. They perceive it as weak. But something that's hidden, it feels like there's action and clarity coming in. Very interesting. All right, moving on to what to be mindful of is the impatience, temperance in reverse. Why does the viewer need to be mindful of, well, that kind of makes sense, right? Four of Swords reverse, Ten of Swords. Okay, Ten of Swords, betrayal, ending, yet another 10. There's some cycle that's ending. Four of Swords reverses my card for no contact. There's something about not talking about, not being a part of an ending, a painful ending, and imbalance. This feels like the imbalance is already here. and it's coming to a conclusion. There's something about staying separate, cutting communication, not talking about this, being mindful about your communication about this. Magician star card. Okay, what an interest. This feels like there's an end of a time. End of this Hierophant devil energy, and outcome. What to be mindful of is the ending. It feels like it could be very painful and a lot of imbalance. Feels like there's a lot of healing necessary, and maybe cutting contact, if you haven't already, with those who are so out of balance. It feels like something's coming back into balance. And after it does, manifesting consciously a new, more hopeful space. New star card, Aquarian energy. Age of Aquarius. This is helping bring in Age of Aquarius. Innovation, technology, innovation, uniqueness, authenticity, and care for the collective. So there's both the individual. It's important to be your authentic individual self, and also that everyone else is also their individual self, and supporting the collective. So this isn't hive mind, and everybody has to be in a rigid structure. So we all agree of what is right, what is wrong. So we're coming out of that binary, and this feels like the last kind of hurrah. This doesn't feel like a day reading. This feels like I'm just kind of taking the temperature of where we are right now in the world. It feels like it's coming up to ease. Like things, you can't just create, right? Even with the earth, there's destruction, so creation can happen. Wildfires happen, and then that seeds the next forest. And this feels like a wildfire burning through the last vestiges of the, what is it, Piscean age that we left, and we're now really ready to manifest this Aquarian age. What an interesting reading. All right, I'm going to do an extended on Patreon, and if you're interested in continuing this journey, I'll be looking at health, relationships, creativity, new opportunities, and career and finance. So I'll see you over there, and if not, have an amazing rest of your day. Take care.